I'm Dr. James Perkins. I'm a chiropractor and a naturopathic physician. Practice in West Bloomfield, and I am also the director of Alternative Health Solutions Healing Art Center, and I want to talk a little bit about that. And I want to talk to you today about nutrition and metabolic treatment. We talked about nutrition. Please go to that video on nutrition. We talked about treatment for physical conditions like shoulder problems. You can go to those videos that we talked about as well. And primary and secondary restrictions for physical medicine. But right now I'd like to talk to you a little bit about metabolic and nutritional treatments. We talked about discovering through contact reflex analysis the actual cause of the condition that you're dealing with. You go to the hospital, you go to the medical doctor, you go to their offices, you go to a walk-in clinic, you're going to pretty much get the same treatment. You're going to get drug therapy. You're going to possibly be recommended surgery. That's pretty much it. We're going to talk today about substitutions for that concept. The substitutions for the concept are nutritional, metabolic treatments, as well as physical medicine. A lot of people do not know that when they go to a chiropractor, especially if they come to Alternative Health Solutions, they have an opportunity to be treated in numerous ways and for numerous conditions. But the key to the whole thing must be that the practitioner needs to be able to discover the actual cause of why the disorder that you have is existing. The cause is the key. Treat the cause and all else follows, and that's what we do here. We can mask symptoms with drugs, and many of these drugs are extremely addicting. Oftentimes you're not told that at the beginning. Often these drugs are very expensive. Recently, Pfizer just purchased one of the durable medical equipment suppliers for $500 billion. That money is your money that you spent on drugs from Pfizer. $500 billion is a lot of money to buy a durable medical equipment supply house, but they have plenty of money to do that because they're using your money to do that. And I would just, rather than take a drug to mask a symptom, try to find out the actual cause of the problem. So when we look at treatable conditions in here, we look at things like adrenal fatigue, lymphatic congestion, digestive disorders, emotional problems, allergies. We look at even allergies to electromagnetic frequencies, things that other doctors would not consider in the box. We try to push the envelope of finding the cause, and generally it's quite surprising that sometimes the cause of the problem you're having is far distant than the actual point of pain or the point of symptom picture. So that's our goal. How do we treat it? That's what we're going to talk about right now. So some of those conditions I just mentioned are just a drop in the bucket of the things we treat. The treatment itself is what we need to discuss, because we talked earlier in other videos about contact reflex analysis and about diagnostic tools that we use. Treatment here consists of a variety of different things, and it's generally a team approach. Not every doctor can fix everything. So you need help. And when I have people that come here that need help, I have it right here. I have 6 practitioners in this office that do various things, from hypnosis, and that works great for depression, and obsessive compulsive disorders and sleeplessness, everything else. We have acupuncture here, as well as fascial release through Rolfing. We have 2 massage therapists here. We treat detoxification programs here through foot baths, as well as light therapy, essential oil therapy, glandular therapy, nutritional products to target specific conditions. And the cause of that is the key. So we have nutrition that targets the cause of the disease that you have. It's so important that we keep reiterating this, because you go get some drugs to make you feel better, but oftentimes, again, they're expensive. they only mask the symptoms for a temporary period of time, and you're back at it again doing what I call the office hop. So here we try to specifically get to the cause of the problem, which we showed you in other videos, and then we treat. So today we're going to talk about treatment. So for allergies, we treat using nutrition. For sciatic pain, physical pain, we treat with chiropractic care, which, by the way, a lot of people feel like they're afraid of it because it could be very painful, but there's ways around that. And using matrix repatterning techniques, energy techniques, painless chiropractic techniques, acupressure, etc. You can get around that very easily and get treated physically without having to go through a lot of pain. If you look at the video we did on the flexion distraction method of low back problems and disc problems using traction, it's painless. In fact, it actually feels good to get it done, and it is chiropractic technique. So do not be afraid of chiropractic. A good chiropractic physician will not create pain on you, and that's one thing you need to understand. So let's go ahead and talk about treatment, even just for a couple things. So this is an example. Here's an example. You have an incredible amount of stress. The National Institute for Health, Life Extension Foundation, and all of the other research organizations for health are now saying that 94% of the population of the United States will die due to stress. So we want to talk about stress. We want to talk about the adrenal glands. So here, when people talk about maladies that can occur due to stress, they come in with things like, I have fibromyalgia, I've been diagnosed with fibromyalgia. I've been diagnosed with a problem with my sugar handling. I have what they call Syndrome X, or adult onset diabetes, and I have hypoglycemia, and this diabetes is the precursor is hypoglycemia. I've been diagnosed with that. Or I have digestive problems. I have what they call irritable bowel syndrome, things like that. There's a cause to these things. They're not just entities in themselves. Most of the time these things are syndromes, they're not diseases. So you want to find out why you have irritable bowel syndrome. Is it a problem with the mechanics of the gut? Is it gut lining problems? Is it a problem with the pH being too high, or possibly not enough hydrochloric acid being distributed within the stomach gastric juices? So we're going to talk about these kinds of things, and one of the things we see in our office a lot is lymphatic congestion. This is a problem where people constantly are sick. They might get better within a week or so using drugs or possibly even just vitamins, but it comes right back. And so for months and months they just have this recurring concept of head colds and sinus problems and achy joints and this kind of thing, and they're kind of worried about this because normally things clear up in a week, right? If they don't, you might have lymphatic congestion. Who knows how to treat this? We find lymphatic congestion in our office 2-3 times a week on people. It's epidemic because we can treat it easily with homeopathic remedies. One of the remedies we like to use is lymphatic congestion. This wonderful company, 21st Century Remedies, through homeopathic, they have number 2 here is lymphatic drainage. So we get the lymphatic going, we get the lymphatic draining, and pretty soon, before you know it, there's some place for that head cold to go. And people start feeling much better within a week or two. Very inexpensive, easy way to get yourself healthy again. And who treats the lymphatic? We treat it here because we see it a lot. So these are the reasons why I say you got to get to the cause of the problem. When people are under a tremendous amount of stress, we also often use pre-formulated products like this ADB5 from Biotics Products. This product actually rehabilitates, revitalizes, and restores the adrenal glands. There's 3 stages of adrenal fatigue. Often we see people in here pushing the end of that stage 3. At that point, they're not producing enough cortisol, so they can't make cortisone in their body, and they have fibromyalgia. The cortisol can't regulate the blood sugar in the pancreas, so now they have diabetes or onset of that called hypoglycemia. So it's very important. If you have conditions and the cause of it is stress and the cause of it is the adrenal glands, we treat that. This is the key. You must treat the adrenal glands for stress. If you're not looking at that and you don't know that you need to look at that, that's why you're watching this video and that's why you need to come to Alternative Health Solutions. You're not going to get this concept at a hospital or a clinic. When people have severe adrenal fatigue, you're going to see any number of maladies that come in here, including skin rashes, and it sounds odd, but yes, it's true. And so what we want to do is get to the cause of that, and oftentimes we'll include acupuncture along with nutritional treatments. We might even recommend a massage. I've had people in here, I've tried to work on them physically. They're so tight, you can't even work on them. So they really do need therapeutic massage. In my opinion, the benefits of therapeutic massage have been really understated, because therapeutic massage works wonderfully, and I think you should look into that if you have physical maladies and physical disabilities. Matrix repatterning, we do that for trauma release, and that is a gentle, painless art, which I would definitely look at our website. Please go on our website for all the things we're talking about here, because you will get that. So treatment consists of nutrition. It consists of all other aspects of alternative care, and it really works. The stuff that we're using, a lot of it's been around for thousands of years. This is not New Age stuff. A lot of times we have patients that tell us, "I'd never thought I'd be to a New Age practitioner." Well, New Age is the medical profession. They've only been around for 400 or 500 years. We've been, these techniques, a lot of the things we use, have been around for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 years. Acupressure is 5,000 years old. Acupuncture is 2,000 years old. So there's time-tested, true, scientific-based concepts that we use in here, like craniosacral therapy. So again, this is the concept. This is discussing treatment. I would like to talk more about this with you. Please give my office a call, 248-855-8707. Go on our website, my-alternativehealth.com. my-alternative health solutions, and check us out. I think you'll find that there's a world of things that you can do for yourself that you never even knew. I have people come to me and they say, "You're my last resort, I've tried everything." I just have to laugh, because seriously, we treat a lot of conditions in here, and we have a lot of techniques, but even our center, as extensive as it is, there's a lot of things you haven't tried, trust me, and most of them come out of the alternative healthcare world. So don't be hesitant to try alternative care. It really works. Some people become dogmatic about it and say, "Well, my medical doctor says it's all a bunch of hooey, doesn't work." I don't know, we've been around 33 years here in Michigan, treating conditions and getting people well. So send us those sick people, please, and we will get them well. And I'd like to see you soon and talk to you soon. Thank you.